today is a really special day, and that's because behind me is the headquarters to M2 Machine, which is a leading diecast brand in 1/64 and 1/24 scale. So let's make our way inside and check out this really cool office. Just coming in here, you know you're in the right place. There are model cars all over here, and the office is actually really cool. They've got a whole engine around here, and when we go upstairs, take a look at all the model cars in the staircase. When I was here earlier, when the lights were off, the staircase is actually motion activated, so all of these cars around me turn on as you go up. I think that's a really cool little feature. So first is the war room. Now you may be wondering, how did I find myself at the headquarters of M2 Machine? Well, I review a bunch of different kinds of model cars, and what stood out to me with M2 Machine is that they have a really wide variety, and their brand is at a turning point. They're making chases, collaborations with other brands, including for charity, and the team behind this brand here is really great. So why don't we interview one of them? Today I'm here with...
I'm Sean Taylor. I'm the Senior VP of Design at M2 Machines.
Well, it's so nice to meet you. As you know, today we're taking a tour of M2 Machines headquarters. I had a chance to go look at the warehouse, the owner's car collection, the cars that they've been working on, including future releases, and just the entire process of making the company run. So the first question I have for you today is, what is it like working at M2 Machines?
Oh, I love it. I mean, when I wake up, I'm ready to come to work. I'd be here every day if I could.
You could say it's like a dream job.
Oh, for sure. Definitely a dream job.
Well, it seems like it. It seemed like a really fun place to work. You know, I was able to check out just all the areas, the break room, everything seems really lively. It sounded like in the meeting earlier that M2 Machines is at a turning point. They're trying to go and get a younger audience in the brand and doing more types of collaboration. So what do you think about this kind of transition phase of the brand? Are you excited for it? And what is your outlook for the future of the company?
Oh no, definitely. I mean, we always have changes. You make plans at that particular time, and then you kind of watch the market. When you kind of go with the trends and stuff, and you kind of see what's out there, what the collectors are buying. Quite honestly, the square bodies, the 73 to 80 Chevy and GMC trucks just was kind of like one of those mind-blowing ones. Like, wow, this stuff is really doing really good. So you kind of see that, and then trucks have been really good for us. So you just kind of see what the trends are and kind of follow a little bit, and and then you got to take chances with other things. Obviously, one thing when what is this 2026? So this is gonna be the 19th year of business for M2. I'm the only guy that's been here since the beginning. Yes, I helped start this thing 19 years ago. I started about 21 years ago with Muscle Machines. I started with the original Muscle Machines, doing Muscle Machines and Jesse James Diecast and stuff like that. It's fun, and doing new cars and different things and stuff, and kind of seeing where collectors their passions lie. I mean, it's a blast. I mean, we work with Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
One of the most recognizable brands in the entire world. For a company our size, it's a huge deal for us.
Speaking of doing collaborations with all these brands, you're doing a new line with Rock Legends, is that right?
Yes. Like anything new, it's always a learning curve, working with new licensors and especially with the entertainment stuff. Yeah, that's been a lot of fun with the legends. Not sure how much I could share right now because I think we have some bands I don't think we've announced yet.
Lots of secrets going on, yes.
You gotta watch what I say.
Yes, no, hey, I get it. There's definitely some places I had to be careful of. Mm-hmm. It was cool. I mean, I was able to go and take a look at all the new packaging that they're working on, as well as the new cars and just the experimentation of the different paints and stuff. I mean, when you look at something like what we have here are two 70 Challengers, and one is of a patina version. This is the main line, basically, and then this is the chase. So what does it feel like when you collect this kind of stuff? Because I'm sure you have a bunch of these at home as well. What should you feel when you have something like this, especially a chase that's super special?
Yeah, I mean, even on the regular one, to be able to go in and buy a 70 Challenger, and this is kind of like the barn find.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of opening features and a bunch of details on our 24. The bigger the scale, kind of the bigger the problems.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, back here you can see they actually it takes over 100 parts to make this model what it is. So it's not just slapping a body and interior on, it's a whole process. And then on top of that, it comes on this really cool base.
We try to make ourselves different from everybody else, more detail, more parts and everything. This one's a lot of fun. Like I said, barn find thing, different panels and everything, the patina going on. And then the chase, this kind of harkens back to our early days where we had this line called Auto Projects. So this would be like the chase, like it's in the part of being rescued. It's the halfway
primer, ready for paint.
It's already been,
take off all the door handles.
They got everything all smooth and nice and everything. They fixed all the rust and put new things wherever anything needed to be replaced. And then now it's ready for that nice shiny paint and button it all up, put everything back on, and go have some fun with it.
So as you can see, there are definitely faces behind the brand, whether it's with Sean, who I interviewed, or Ari, who helped make this partnership happen. The goal of these brands is to bring the best product to you. So it's up to us as the collectors to review them, unbox them, and share our feedback so we can continue to purchase better cars. But let's take a look at more of the office, because honestly, this is a car collector's haven. In the war room are all of these model cars. Now, these are no regular model cars from M2. These are chases. Now, if you know a thing or two about model car collecting or don't, chases are special versions of the mainline model car, and they come in a different colorway and are typically really hard to find. So to see all of these chases in one place is actually insane. Oh yeah, they also gave me a bunch of goodies to review, so stick around for that. Their collaborations for charity, chase versus mainline, and so much more that I can't show you yet. On top of that, let's check out all of the work that goes into making an M2 model. These models are manufactured in China and have over 100 parts. It's not just one body. It takes a lot of detail to make M2 models what they are. From the body, to the engine, to the interior, the parts that make up the wheels and the brakes. It's no wonder that their 24 scale models are almost $30 because of the amount of detail you get for them. But honestly, there are brands who do it at similar prices, and honestly, I think I'd pick the M2. But this is the break room of their office. When I said that this is a model car collector's dream, I was not lying. So these are all the castings from all of their previous projects. Some of these castings have been here longer than some of the employees. That's because this company has been in business for a very long time. And companies don't stay in business for no reason. Obviously, they're making a good product and the quality shows it. They've got all of these really cool features around the office. And while there's some stuff I can't show, I am allowed to talk about it. For starters, I was able to take a tour of the warehouse and there was honestly so much product. I found out that they do a lot of celebrations for the holidays, whether it's for Valentine's Day, Christmas, or 4th of July. That means M2 has to prepare for these releases almost a year in advance. As you know, Christmas just wrapped up, but I was talking earlier and they said in about a month they're preparing for Christmas 2026. So it shows you the amount of commitment and effort it takes to go and make a model car company move. It's not just calling a supplier in China and sending them one casting, but going through revisions, different models, market research, and sustainability. I was able to meet with 3 of the designers and they showed me some of their new castings as well as some of their old. And actually the castings here are really popular. For example, one of the models I saw was a SEMA exclusive and they sold out within an hour. And they experiment with all kinds of things, different types of paint, different types of wheels, designs, even the packaging. There's definitely an attention to detail when it comes to M2 models. And you guys have to see the production process of these model cars.
No one should. That is.
Because this is them after painting it.
And nobody sees this kind of stuff. This is just plastic mold right out of the tooling.
Yeah.
So we don't do it in plastic. It's all in die-cast. And then here's the die-cast. And this is stuff, you know, nobody outside the company, you know, I only have a few samples here and there of certain ones. And, you know, right off the tree.
Look at the detail on that thing.
Yeah.
And that is fresh.
And then this is the stuff, the parts and pieces. It's kind of like an old school model kit.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a bunch of kits in your office, so
Yeah.
this is your thing right here.
The interior, the different rear end cover. There's the bucket seat with the console and the bench seat.
A lot of detail that goes into it.
So many parts and pieces. Here's the individual headlights. I mean, imagine just dropping those on the floor. I mean,
Good luck.
They're gone, dude.
Yeah. So this is essentially what the factories used to assemble
Exactly.
it, right?
So there's the rims. Here's for the 4-wheel drive. Here's the brush guard. Here's the roof rack. Here's the turbine wheels. I mean, dude, it is so cool. There's the snowplow.
I mean, it's basically a model kit, but in 1/64 scale, which doesn't exist.
Exactly. Not at least not like this.
Not publicly.
Not like this.
Only for factory usage.
Yeah, but like this kind of stuff is just so cool.
You can't find this anywhere.
No, not
It's
at all.
right off the paint.
Yeah.
Just sprayed. That is amazing. It's an incredible opportunity to take a tour of M2 Machine's headquarters. I was given unrestricted access of this entire headquarters, checking out the warehouse, the owner's car collection, new and old releases. It's an amazing opportunity, but I always stick to talking about the true details of the brand, and M2 Machines killed it. The quality, the packaging, and the people behind the brand makes me want to collect more of their models and do more reviews on my page. So if you're interested, make sure to subscribe, like, comment for more, and check out the reviews on my page. There's always something for everybody. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.